My mother promised her designer handbags to my spoiled half-sisters, but in the end, I was the one who walked away with them. My name is Anya, and I'm the oldest of three sisters. My mom was married twice. I'm from her first marriage. My half-sisters Clarissa and Emily from her second. I always looked like my father, who cheated on her. Maybe that's why she always kept me at a distance. My sisters got designer clothes and lavish gifts. I got what was necessary. Only my stepfather Greg made sure I didn't go empty-handed. Greg runs a trucking company and has a good heart. Every year on her birthday, he gave my mom a designer handbag. She collected them like trophies. Whole cabinets were filled with them. 2 years ago, she was diagnosed with terminal cancer. Clarissa and Emily were too busy to help. Greg did what he could, but he was often on the road. He asked me to move back and take care of her. I did. She treated me like a nurse, not a daughter. All she talked about was who should get which handbag. Clarissa this, Emily that. My name never came up. I stayed quiet. But one night, after she yelled at me again, I took the first bag and hid it. In my old room, there's a hidden space behind a built-in wardrobe. I didn't plan to steal the handbags, just to keep them out of my sister's hands. One by one, I replaced them with cheap replicas and stored the real ones in the hidden compartment. No one noticed. When my mother died, Clarissa and Emily flew in, put on a show at the funeral, and went straight for her things. They tried on clothes, tested perfumes, and treated the handbags like treasure. Mom would have wanted us to have them, Clarissa said. I said nothing. Greg stood by and watched. When Emily grabbed the jewelry box, he simply said, Anja always admired those. They hesitated but gave me a ring and a necklace. That was all. 2 months later, as I was moving out, Greg brought me a box I hadn't packed. I'll carry this one myself, he said and smiled. Inside were all the original handbags, plus a new one in forest green. Inside it, a check for $250,000. And a note. She failed to see you, but I'm proud to be your father. Later, Greg told me Clarissa and Emily had figured out the handbags were fake. He told them he'd sold the originals to pay for chemo and used replicas so Doreen wouldn't get upset. Then Clarissa said, You could have just used company funds. Greg looked at her and replied, You're a lawyer, and you think I should embezzle money from my own business? She went quiet. Emily didn't stay much longer either. Since then, Greg has transferred his company into a private foundation. I manage it. My sisters each got $1.5 million and signed off on their inheritance. Greg travels the world, and I live in San Francisco with all the designer handbags. That's where I always wanted to live.